Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be doing my lovely client Brittany's nails. If you guys are not familiar with who she is, just scroll down my videos and any thumbnail that you see with tons of tattoos on the hands, that is my lovely client Brittany. We all love and adore her here on my channel. Now, she's actually been with me for about 4 years and I've been doing her nails consistently every 3 or so weeks. So I've known her for a very long time now, and she's actually been with me since I started my YouTube career. She's helped me record tons of videos for you guys, so I know you guys love her as well. That being said, unfortunately, Brittany has come across what I believe is an allergic reaction to one of the many products that I use on her nails. So I have referred her out to a doctor, so she is awaiting that appointment. But in the meantime, we're going to be testing out certain things and switching out certain products to see if that helps minimize or just get rid of the whole allergic reaction that she has been experiencing. So as of right now, from the information that she has given me, she gets puffy red cuticles and they're itchy, and I know from experience that that is a possible sign that it is an allergic reaction to one of the products. Now, if you guys are not familiar with like allergies and all that stuff from products, it's pretty much just an overexposure of something that you keep using over and over again, and your skin just gets irritated and doesn't like it, so it starts to reject that and your body tries to fight that off pretty much. So I've actually experienced it before with eyelash extensions. I became allergic to the glue, but we're going to be testing out different products. Like I said, we're going to be switching some stuff out. I'm going to try to avoid her cuticles at all costs. No product on it whatsoever. And then if it doesn't work, we're actually going to be switching out the products altogether. We're going to remove ourselves from acrylic and try to use maybe gel products on her, try to remove the primer maybe. That being said, on a brighter note, we're going to be doing a giveaway on today's video. I have been talking about a freaking giveaway for a very long time on my channel, and I've just been super busy, so I do apologize for that. I've been traveling a lot, the kids, the business, the nails, just everything in general gets piled up. But for today's giveaway, I'm going to be giving one lucky winner the Makartt Pro E-File, the Makartt Pro Lamp, and their dust collector. That is my absolute favorite. So to enter the giveaway, just like this video, comment down below where you are watching me from, and you will automatically be entered into the giveaway. Good luck to all of you guys. I feel like these products are going to be a really good asset to your nail career. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Good luck again, and let's get right into it. Getting right into today's video, we're going to start off by prepping my client's nails. If you are new to my channel, this is my lovely client Brittany. We all love her here on my channel, and we appreciate her for letting us film her nails. So we're going to get started by just buffing off the shine from her natural nail. I here am using my Kiara Sky E-File at a speed of about 4,000 RPMs. Along with that, I'm using my Profiles Backstage Mandrel bit and sanding band. I'm going to go in and just roughen up that surface very lightly. I'm not trying to remove multiple layers of her nail. I'm just trying to buff off that shine so that everything adheres properly to her natural nail. And I'm going in and just making sure that I remove all that dead skin from the cuticle area using this prep bit. This one is a diamond bit from Makartt. It came with my E-File from them. I'm just going in and just making sure that I remove all that dead skin. I'm not going to be doing any cuticle work on Brittany today, as I've mentioned in my past videos. And as I mentioned in the intro, I'm not going to be touching her cuticles since we're trying to figure out what exactly is going on. So now I'm going to be going in and applying my universal tips. These are pre-shaped from Not Polish in the stiletto shape, but you can always use them for tapered square and coffin nails as well. You just got to trim them down. So I'm just going in and applying them using Young Nails brush on glue. That is my favorite glue that I love to use, especially when applying tips. To me, it's just easier that way. And then we're going to be shaping these up a little bit with my hand file. I'm simply just taking my hand file, use the one of your choice. My favorite ones are the ones from Tammy Taylor. These are the peel and stick files. And I'm just going in and filing the sides, making sure that everything is nice and tight, and then reshaping them so that they are super sharp. I'm going to be taking my e-file once again, still at 4,000 RPMs, and I'm using that same sanding band. I'm just going in and blending in the tip to her natural nail. They do stick up sometimes a little bit on the side, so I want to make sure that everything is nice and flush so that my acrylic application goes on smoothly. Now, this is our test number 1 to see what product works well for Brittany, and I'm actually going to be using the Kiara Sky acrylic primer. If you guys are not familiar with the Kiara Sky primer, it's like a thicker formula. So I was curious as if this would help because it does not spread onto the skin. It stays nice and put wherever you place it, as it is more of like a gel consistency versus a primer that's fully liquid and it kind of just spreads as soon as you place it on the nail. So we're going to be testing this as our first trial, and then we're going to see how her nails react to it, and of course I will keep you guys updated on all of that. So I'm being extra careful with anything that I am applying on her nails, making sure that I'm avoiding the skin. I'm leaving like the tiniest amount of space between her nail and her cuticle area, so I want to make sure that I'm being extra cautious. Now we're going straight into our acrylic application. For today's video, we're going to be using a clear base, and for this acrylic, I am using the not polished clear acrylic, and I actually switched out my monomer, and I am using the Kiara Sky monomer for today's video. Again, this is going to be our first trial to see what products work for Brittany. So we're switching out the primer and the monomer. And as you can see here, I'm just using my not polished acrylic brush in a size 12 to apply that acrylic. What I'm basically doing is taking my sweet time when applying her acrylic. Typically, I like to do 2 or 3 beads. I'm going to be doing like 4 or 5 because I want to make sure that I'm building up that thickness that we need, because her nails are extra long and she tends to be rough with them. I want to make sure that I build them up very, very well. And I'm also wanting to make sure that I avoid her skin at all costs. So that means a slower application near the cuticle area so that I fully avoid her skin with touching the monomer to her skin. So we're going to be working our way through that. It did take me a little bit longer than it typically does to do her nails, especially just the acrylic application part, and I really want to keep doing her nails and she really wants to keep coming, so we're gonna work through it, and if we need to fully switch out the products, then so be it. But trial number 1, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my acrylic application. I like to start at the tip and I get a good amount of product. I'm taking a medium-sized bead and I quickly start working it down towards the tip. I basically just take my brush and wipe the sides. That helps guide the product down to where I want it to go, and then I just use very light tapping motions to kind of move it in the direction also that I want it to go. And then of course we're going to be working our way up to the cuticle area. This is my favorite way of applying acrylic. I know a lot of nail techs do start from the cuticle area, but it's kind of just preference, so figure out what works for you and stick to that technique. I like to create my base thickness at the tip and work my way up and easily build up that apex nice and thick so that the nails don't break. So we're going to be going back in and just applying multiple beads until I am content. Again, remember that I am trying to fully avoid her skin with my brush and any type of product. Once everything is nice and dry, we're going to be going in and filing the nails into the perfect smoothness. For this step, I'm taking my e-file and I have it at a speed of about 11,000 RPMs. And along with that, I'm using this not polished safety bit that I recently found and I started using, and I really like it. It's nice and fine, so it makes the perfect smoothness for when you're trying to do nail art or just doing your final filing on the surface of the nail. I'm using very light pressure on my handpiece. I'm not trying to remove bulk product. All I want to do is smooth everything out very nicely. So I'm just going in around that cuticle area, and it is perfect for that as it is a safety bit. You're not going to cut your client at all. And then I'm just going vertically up and down. That's my favorite way of filing, especially when I'm working with really long nails. It is easier to do it this way because if you try to go horizontally across the nail, it's kind of hard because of the handpiece and the way that it's shaped. So I like to just go in vertically up and down, and I just go in again very lightly. Now we're going in with the final shaping, and I'm taking my hand file once again, filing the sides, and I'm also going in very lightly underneath just to make sure that there's no acrylic under there that needs to be smoothed out. And if there is, I go ahead and do that. I constantly run my fingers around the nail just to make sure that I don't feel any bumps or anything like that. So I definitely recommend that if you are having issues with really cleaning up the sides and underneath the nail. Now I would typically go in with a lint-free wipe and a little bit of Young Nail Swipe to clean up the surface of the nail and remove all the excess dust. However, she did use the restroom, so she went ahead and washed her hands with water and soap. Now we're going to be going in and doing our nail art. She did bring an inspo photo, and as always, I will give credit down below in the description box to the original artist. But we're going to be going in and recreating that design. It basically consists of a jelly nail with a design underneath, and I am recreating that design that the original artist did. So it's pretty much like a very thick connected type of line art. I think this is such a fun nail art design. I love negative space designs in general, so I thought this was super cool. And then the jelly just adds that little extra touch that we did not know it needed. So here we're going to be using the frosting gel paint in the color white from Profiles Backstage. Along with that, I'm using my go-to nail art brush from Makartt. These are linked in my Amazon storefront. They're my favorite, like forever favorite nail art brushes, so definitely check them out if you're looking for really good quality ones. And as always, I will be inserting all the other products in the description, so make sure you guys check that out as well. But we're going to be going in and just kind of mimicking the design that the original artist did. It's pretty much just tons of negative space, tons of connected lines using that white gel paint. And then there's some that have little holes in them, so you're going to see me create that as well. And as always, make sure you guys cure this in the light whenever you feel it is necessary. Since I am just using one color and it's just one layer of it, I'm going to go ahead and do all fingers, and then we're going to be curing in the light. Of course, curing one hand in the light while I'm working on the other one. I did want to quickly mention that on the other hand, we're actually going to be doing black gel paint, and for that I used the frosting gel paint from Profiles Backstage in the color black. So it's pretty much the same type of design, just on the other hand using black instead of the white gel paint. Now, since this design is very repetitive, I went ahead and stopped it there so you guys can get the gist of it. We're going to be placing that in the light. Once we're out of the light, we are going to be going in with our jelly polish. For this jelly set, we are going to be using the green. Of course, she went with green. You guys already know she loves her green, and I do not get mad at her for it because I think green is an adorable color as well. So we're going to be going in with this beautiful green jelly polish from Kiara Sky, and then we're just going to be adding a thin layer of that onto the entire surface of every single nail, curing it in the light, and we're going to be adding a second coat. I feel like the second coat really brought it to life, and I feel like it fully covered it, and it just brought what it needed to bring. So of course, make sure you guys cure in between layers. I went ahead and put it in there for a full 60 seconds to make sure that it was all thoroughly cured, and then I went in with that second layer. Now very quickly, we're going to be going in with our top coat. For today's video, we're going to be using the Gloss It top coat from Not Polish. And I'm just adding a thin layer of that on the entire surface, making sure that I'm fully coating every single area so that we do not get any chipping. And then as always, we're going to be placing that in the light. For this last cure, I always try to go 2 rounds. So whether it's the 90-second option or 2 times the 60-second, it kind of just depends on what I'm feeling and how I think it needs to be cured. That basically concludes today's video. Let me know what you guys think down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a ton. If y'all have any product suggestions that we can use on Brittany, please comment down below. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time.